kijkers, welkom terug bij een gloednieuwe aflevering van Hogwarts Legacy. We zijn veilig aangekomen op het kasteel. En we moeten nog naar het zorgceremonie. Kijk, we zijn tegelijk.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Zeker.
Jealous. Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony is over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Ik mag hem nu al
If you're
niet.
lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Dat is fijn.
I'll be in touch.
Kijk nou wat eet zo.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Zekers.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Daar is de hoed hoor.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Ja.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Ik kan niet wachten om... Ik kan niet wachten op alle twee. Maar ik kan niet wachten om de klassen en nieuwe spreuken te leren.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Loyaliteit, ambitie, durven. Ik wil wel het hoogste bereiken, dus ik ga voor ambitie.
Is it ambition? I may seem simple-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Had hij het net over een nieuwe macht?
Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Slytherin? Hij heeft voor Slytherin gekozen, maar ik kan nog kijken voor welk ander huis ik kan kiezen. Ik kan nog kiezen voor Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw en Slytherin. Gryffindor staat bekend om durven en dapper zijn. Hufflepuff voor loyaliteit en hard werken. Voor intelligentie en creativiteit. En dit is ambitie en honger voor kracht, want ik wil alles spreuken leren en zelfs de verboden. Dus ik ga voor Slytherin.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Zeker. Slytherin wordt mijn huis.
You belong in Slytherin!
We zijn gesorteerd hoor. We zitten in Slytherin. En daar krijgen we een Slytherin pakje.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Wat?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Ze begrepen het niet.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see
Ze
to
was
it,
aan het
sir.
praten tegen ons. Rustig.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As
Ik ook.
Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
We gaan naar
It's
onze
quite
common
uncommon
room,
for a
hoor.
student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much.
Dat klopt.
This is the entrance to the Slytherin common.
Het gaat ook niet hebben over...
In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct
Ja,
password.
de vorige aflevering.
Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
En dat is nou
Well
een
done.
ingang hoor.
Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you,
Dank u
Professor
wel.
Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep
Zeker
well.
doen. En daar is het kasteel hoor.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
En hier zijn we. In de slaapkamer van Slytherin. Oké, deze kant op zo te zien.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different.
Oké, aan wie ga ik me als eerste voorstellen? Aan Imelda, aan Ominous of aan Sebastian? Ik ga eerst naar...
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Hij luisterde niet naar haar.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We hadden het onder controle.
We handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Doe wat je wil.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Ja. Naar wie ga ik nu toe? Ik ga nu naar diegene die voor me staat.
already knew that. Can I help you? Oh, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Saller. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who mainly joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
Dankjewel.
Glad you and Fig are all right.
Het was eng, maar ik vond het ook wel leuk.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Oké. Maar wat was je wel aan het lezen?
What book were you reading?
A spellbook I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Wat bedoel je?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Daar hou ik je op.
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Ik hou hier erop. Hoi.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Dat klopt.
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
We houden ervan om een entree te maken.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I have to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Komen zeemerminnen inderdaad vaak bij onze common room?
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Hij zit gewoon in de maand te nemen. Ik mag hem.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Nou, het was goed om je te ontmoeten.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Professor Weasley wacht op ons. Ik laat hem niet wachten. Maar we gaan de common room wel een andere keer even goed verkennen.
Good
Hallo,
morning.
Professor
I
Weasley.
trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this
Zeker.
day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Nou, dankjewel mag ik zeggen.
Here you are.
Een boek. Oh!
It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Dat gaan we zeker doen.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
My family's favorite.
I certainly would have appreciated something like a field guide when I was a
Wat is dit nu weer?
Using the guide will also train you to
Wat
be
is
alert.
dit opeens? Eerst zou hier een slang achter zitten. Nu kom je binnen en staat een muur. De vorige keer zat hier een slang. Nou, het is nu wel heel goed verstopt. Je komt hier. En je zit niet dicht. Nou, laat het maar.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Oh.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Oké, Revelio dan maar.
Revelio.
Nu hebben we een papier. Oh, we krijgen gewoon informatie over dit standbeeld. Oké. Dus we kunnen dus XP krijgen elke keer als ik zo'n field guide vind. Field guide pages. Oh. Als ik er genoeg vind, 2, dan krijg ik een verschrikkelijk lelijke bril. Oké, goed om te weten. Ik nog een beetje terug.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Dat ga ik zeker doen. Hallo, kom. Ik loop hier ergens op met mijn toverstaf alsof ik je in één keer gewoon kan vermoorden. Aats. Ik ga op zijn helm schieten. Pak aan.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Nou, dan open ik de map maar. De Grand Staircase. En nu... Central Hall.
And here we are.
En hier
Quite a
zijn
time
we.
saver. These stairs lead directly to Central
Zeker.
Hall.
Nou,
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
oh, dus vanaf hier kunnen we overal heel snel
Always something
naartoe
happening
komen.
here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Ja. Dankjewel. En ik wil wel graag weten wat Hogsmeade is. De 2 klassen, dan gaan we gewoon zelf uitzoeken.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Dankjewel.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Pack Luckily,
zeker.
your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in
Ze
no
hebben wat
time.
extra dingen
Judging
voor
by your
ons.
adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been
No, no,
terribly
zeker.
vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Nee, we moesten ons mond houden. Dat gaan we ook doen. Maar ik heb eigenlijk geen zin om te liegen. Maar ik ga het toch doen, want we moesten onze mond erover houden van professor Fig.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil.
Waar komt nou opeens
Professor
vandaan?
Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
We kunnen ook echt niet allemaal
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Nee, dat kunnen we
Perfectly
totaal
good
niet.
boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Nou,
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
oké. Professor Fig, wat heb jij te zeggen?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
We hebben voor je gelogen. Maar ik vond het niet leuk.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
We moeten in onze field guide even gaan kijken. En de map even snel openen. Oké. Naar welke klas wil ik als eerste gaan? Wil ik als eerste naar Defense Against the Dark Arts? Of wil ik als eerste naar Charms Class? Ik wil als eerste naar Charms Class.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oké. Dan gaan we nu naar Charms Class. kant op.
Afraid of a staircase?
Zo, de deur is open. En ik ga nu snel naar Charms Class, want ik wil alle spreuken leren wat er op Hogwarts te leren valt. Even de deur openen. Dat kan sneller. Zo. Oh, je zou al bij de Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. Nou, dan gaan we daar straks naartoe. Maar eerst ook naar Charms Class. Oh, hier is het al. En hier zijn we bij Charms Class. Laat ik maar meteen gaan beginnen. En er is geen plek meer over.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Oh, dank je.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Nee, nog niet.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Wat?
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Nee.
Well, it seems that we're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed by partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ze had al gewoon al 3 boeken klaar liggen. Nu gaan we de spreuk Accio leren. En we hebben Accio geleerd.
Accio.
En we kunnen meteen.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Oh, we gaan naar buiten.
After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Wat gaat hij houden?
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Oh, wij moeten dus beginnen. Met de Accio-spreuk.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Okay.
This is like Godstone. Very good.
Oh.
Splendid.
Dankjewel, professor Ronnen.
That's it.
Zo gezien ben ik er best goed in.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Wat zijn de regels? Oh, we moeten bij elke kleur rood is 10, oranje 20, groen 30 en blauw 50. Nu ga ik. Oh, ik zit meteen in blauw.
Excellent.
There we go.
Ik wil het wel winnen natuurlijk.
Brilliant.
Oh, wit? Blauw. Met 100 punten. Oh, ze heeft ook een blauw. Ze heeft 130. Je moet nu in de blauw om haar te verslaan. Dus daar gaan we maar.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
We hebben gewonnen. Wij hebben de Accio race wedstrijd gewonnen.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh, het was nog maar ronde 1.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Dat denk ik ook.
I'll say.
Wie is eerst?
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Zij zit in een groep. Oké, ik moet oppassen voor die houten... Ja, houten doos die niet het heen en weer komen. Als die mijn bal raken, dan ben ik af. Nou, ja. Ik moet wel 150 punten halen om te winnen. Oké, nu. Maar ik heb haar ook 50 punten gegeven. Ja, dat vind ik ook. Quite impressive. Ik heb jou 100 punten gegeven. Toch 50.
Both of you, well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Oh, class is over.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Hoe groot is... Ik kan het niet spreken. Ouagadougou.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Oh, Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh!
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
Maar ik denk dat
It always
Hogwarts
felt
wel
like home.
mooier is. Wat is Ouagadougou? Hoe ziet het eruit?
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Oh,
I
dit is
remember
een
the
school
first time I saw it.
gemaakt
The
in de
mist was so
bergen. Dus
thick I
ze
could
hebben van
hardly
een
make out
berg een
anything
school
at all.
gemaakt. Soort van.
And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is de magie hetzelfde geworden?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Hun kunnen dus... Hun gebruiken dus geen wand, maar... Dat wel.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must
dus je kan
admit,
dus
however,
spreuken doen
that
met
I am
haar
growing
wand
quite fond
en
of using a
zonder.
wand. It seems very
Best
dramatic.
handig. Leuk om je te ontmoeten.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. If you're so
if you would.
inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know
Oh,
it
dus
won't
de
work on
Sebastian is
humans.
er aangepraat. Dezelfde twee die we hebben ontmoet in de common room. Nou, mooi professor.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense
Nou,
that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Oh, dat klinkt goed. Maar nu gaan we naar Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Ja. Wat heb jij te zeggen?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale, I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
Oh.
Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Ja.
I'm unfortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Nou, ik weet dat we daar ook wel ons best voor hebben gedaan. Maar nu gaan we naar de les Defense Against the Dark Arts. Klinkt wel heel spectaculair. Dus ik heb er hoge verwachtingen van. Er is nog vet naar beneden. Misschien wel een klein beetje een tol over het kasteel. Maar we hebben onze weg gevonden.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh, er is gewoon heel veel vecht gaande.
Is that what you've got?
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hogwartian black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Crow?
Hij zei net nog van dat het niks uitmaakt.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ik heb nog helemaal niks geleerd. Oh, nu gaan we Levioso leren. We hebben Levioso.
Levioso.
En het lukt ons meteen.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Onder stond daar gewoon tegen het bankje aan te leunen. En toen werd ze ons geschoven.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Now, the basic cast.
Zo kunnen we de schulden breken. We maken die gewoon weer mooi. We maken hem helemaal in. Zo.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Wij moeten samen tegen elkaar vechten.
I want
in een duel.
Using Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Gaan we serieus tegen Sebastian vechten, die ons nog vertelde over verboden spreuk en alles?
This should be easy.
Dat dacht jij.
Good form.
Dat dacht je dat het makkelijk was. En nu gewoon van de tafel af.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oké, dat was wel heel gemeen. Dat zijn echt op zo'n hele gemene toon.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hippert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely goblins, is a different kettle of grindelows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oké. Dan gaan we maar even tegen Sebastian praten.
Nice work.
Dank je. Waarschijnlijk is het zo sarcastisch.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
We moesten het geheim houden, maar toch, ja, we hadden onze hand al eerder gebruikt.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You're only an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Oh. Dat klinkt interessant.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Nou, dan hebben we alle twee de lessen voltooid. Dan sluit ik hierbij deze video af. Als je het leuk vond, druk dan op de like. En we gaan weer snel verder met aflevering 3 van Hogwarts Legacy.